I am 42 and I have been publishing low content books on Amazon since 2019. Up until now, the KDP journey has always felt like the same highway. We published more books, competition kept growing, and AI pushed everything to move even faster. We kept our foot on the gas. Faster, faster, faster. But now, something very different is approaching. We don't know exactly where KDP is headed, but the signs of a major shift are getting louder. Whether you are in your 20s, 30s or 40s, whether you are just starting KDP or have been doing this for years. Here's my honest projection of where this platform is going next, and whether Amazon KDP is still worth it or not.
It's finally the weekend! Let's get out of here!
Yeah, see you Monday!
Where is my notebook? I can't find it anywhere!
Don't worry, sweetie. We'll check again tomorrow.
But it's my favorite notebook.
Mom, I'm home.
What happened, honey?
My unicorn notebook, it's gone forever.
Hey, no worries. We'll fix it. Let's check Amazon. Maybe we can find a new unicorn notebook that looks like yours.
Okay.
What do you think about these? Should we get one of them?
These don't look like my unicorn.
Okay, then we can design a unicorn similar to yours ourselves.
Can we really do that?
Of course.
So, how do you want your unicorn to look?
A cute unicorn with rainbow colors and sparkles. Okay, now let's write our prompt.
Just a few more seconds, our notebook cover will be ready. Here it is. What do you think?
Mom, this is amazing. I love you.
As the final step, let's type wide ruled and 100 pages in here, and then we'll hit print.
Yes.
When do you think it will arrive?
We chose the fast delivery option. It shouldn't take long.
Look, I see it.
My unicorn notebook is here.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, we're no longer limited to sellers' products. If we imagine it, we can make it.
Alright, pause the video for a second and tell me this in the comments. Do you think Amazon customers will be able to design their own notebooks, coloring books, maze books, puzzle books, or even children's storybooks in the near future? I really want to hear your take before I share mine. Okay, if you made your comments, let's continue. Now, here's something I already know. Most people probably closed that little AI video the moment the idea made them uncomfortable. They will never watch the part where I explain what this means for the future of Amazon KDP. But if you are still watching, that tells me something. It tells me you are ready to face the truth. And honestly, as someone who has been self-publishing low-content books on Amazon since 2019, I really do believe that a scenario like prompt to print, or whatever name they will use, is absolutely possible in the near future. So if you are in your 20s, 30s, 40s, or even 50s, and you think that self-publishing low-content or medium-content books, coloring books, puzzle books, anything like that, is the next big thing for making money online, I have to say this clearly. Unfortunately, it is not. I'm recording this at the end of 2025, and this is my honest view of the business model as it is today. If Amazon releases a major KDP update in 2026 or later, something none of us can predict, then sure, I will update my opinion. But today, I can say confidently that Amazon KDP does not exact me the way it did when I started in 2019. And honestly, that feeling started around 2023. That's when I began exploring new opportunities outside KDP. Look, I know we don't usually hear comments like this from people who make YouTube content about making money with Amazon KDP. But I am not here to sell dreams. I am here to be real. And no, I am not saying all opportunities are gone. There are always opportunities in every business model. but they are not as big, not as wide open as they used to be. In a moment, I will tell you what I think you should focus on with KDP going forward, from my perspective, and hopefully help some of you get pointed in the right direction. So when people hear about making thousands of dollars by self-publishing low content or medium content books on Amazon in popular YouTube videos, the reaction depends a lot on their age and expectations. If someone is in their 20s, they are usually dreaming about making big, quick money online. If they are in their 30s, maybe they want to start a side hustle, earn some extra income, and hopefully turn it into a full-time income. Exactly how I felt when I started in 2019. If they are in their 40s and still struggling, they might feel late to the game or hesitant to start something new. And honestly, so much hope is being pumped into those popular KDP videos that people get disappointed very quickly. That's why setting real expectations at the beginning is crucial for any business. So, why do I think Amazon might allow customers to design their own notebooks, coloring books, maze books, puzzle books, or even children's storybooks, and what should we do if that happens? First of all, if you can create a book cover with a simple prompt today, if you can generate coloring pages with a simple prompt today, if you can make maze books or Sudoku puzzle books using tools in minutes, then there is no doubt Amazon can offer the same thing instantly using their own AI or partner models for free directly to their customers. The only reason they haven't done it yet is the copyright problem around AI-generated images and text. Right now it's a legal gray area. That's why Amazon and big companies push the responsibility onto publishers. You confirm that you own the copyrights, not them. If there's a lawsuit, you are the one responsible.
The court finds that you have violated copyright law. You must cease commercial use immediately and compensate the rights holder for damages.
So once the copyright situation becomes clear, I really don't think Amazon or Etsy will hesitate to launch these prompt-to-product services. Some people say Amazon can't bypass creators. They need human-made products. But let's look at Google for a second. Google used to send tons of traffic to websites. Now, Google answers people's questions before they even click a website. As a result, site owners earn far less from Google Ads because the traffic simply isn't going there anymore, especially with the rise of Gemini and ChatGPT. If Google doesn't hesitate to bypass creators, why would Amazon or Etsy? Most people don't realize this, but Amazon quietly launched a new service called Modify by Merch on Demand. Right now, customers can pick a product, like a t-shirt or hoodie, type a text, upload a high-resolution art file, and Amazon prints it instantly. Most people still prefer ready-made designs, yes, but one listing has sold over 10,000 pieces last month, and it's probably one of the top sellers in the entire Merch on Demand catalog. And here's the important part. Once Amazon allows customers to generate their own images with AI using a simple prompt, it becomes even more fun and even easier. And this will absolutely take market share from Merch on Demand creators. So you can already see, Amazon is already bypassing creators on their own platform. So if you think they would never bypass KDP creators, think again. So, what can we actually do now? There's a famous line often attributed to Jeff Bezos. One day Amazon will fail. Our job is to delay that day as long as possible. I think that mindset applies to us too. One day, the low content and medium content book business will fail. Our job is to delay that day as long as possible and prepare ourselves before it happens. So if you are wondering, is Amazon KDP still worth it? My answer is yes, but it depends completely on your strategy and your niches. As I said earlier, I don't believe KDP will be the next big thing in 2026. But I absolutely believe there will always be opportunities. There will always be creators making a decent income on KDP. Just, the game is changing. I don't think focusing on basic notebooks, coloring books, or puzzle books is the right strategy going forward. The market is already extremely saturated, and whenever a new trend appears, like bold and easy coloring books, AI tools make it so easy to enter that the trends get saturated instantly. And since I genuinely believe Amazon could introduce custom notebooks, custom coloring books, or custom puzzle books in the near future, I personally won't spend my time making these anymore. I also think the children's storybook market will become much more competitive. The entry level is simply too low now. Anyone can make a full storybook in a few minutes. If you have seen my video about Gemini storybook feature, you already know what I mean. It's not hard to imagine Amazon offering custom children's storybooks where your kid becomes the main character. All of this is already technically possible today. The only thing holding it back is copyright clarification. So, you might ask, okay, if not notebooks, coloring books, puzzle books, or storybooks, then what? And my answer is simple. These niches are still good, but only for people with an audience. If you have a strong social media presence, if you are an artist, an author, or someone who influences people, KDP can still be amazing for you in any niche. But for the rest of us, and I believe this is 99% of creators, including myself, the strategy needs to change. Here's what I recommend instead. Focus on low content or medium content books based on your own interests, hobbies, or expertise. These are your unfair advantages. You know more than the average person in those areas. You understand what the audience actually needs. You can create something richer, deeper, and more valuable than another generic notebook or coloring book. Think of books where you can combine knowledge, illustrations, charts, planning pages, tips, logs. From now on, we all have to do harder things. Even if it's still a low-content book like a planner, it needs to have substance, real value, real insight, something Amazon can't easily replace with a simple custom AI feature. For example, if you are into gardening, a gardening logbook and planner with small tips, charts, logs, seasonal reminders, or pest control notes is much better idea for 26 than making a flowers coloring book. A gardening planner gives real value. It requires experience. It's harder to replicate. And if Amazon ever launches custom-made AI books, this type of book won't be their first priority. Like I said, they will start with the easy products, notebooks, coloring books, puzzle books, maybe very basic planners. But complex, experience-based books, that will take a much longer time for AI platforms to replace. So again, Bezos said our job is to delay the collapse. Our job is to build things that are harder, more unique, and more useful. That's the direction we should be moving in from now on. Okay, I know this video might sound a little pessimistic, but here's the truth. Even though Amazon KDP is not the next big thing for making money online, I still believe Amazon KDP is still worth it in 2026 and beyond, but only for people who set the right expectations from the beginning. If you are in your 20s, I definitely recommend trying Amazon KDP. Why? Because it doesn't require inventory, doesn't require big investments, and you have the time to experiment. Just close your ears to the crazy income claims, test niches, improve your skills, and focus on creating better products. That alone will put you ahead of most people. If you are in your 30s or 40s, I recommend treating Amazon KDP as a side hustle, a way to generate extra income. Be realistic. Without a big social media presence or big advertising budgets, turning KDP into a full-time income will be harder than before. So keep your job, diversify, and let KDP be part of a bigger system, not your only plan. These are my honest thoughts for today. But we are living in a wild AI era. Everything is changing fast. Maybe I am wrong, maybe something unexpected will happen. None of us can predict it perfectly. That's why the most important thing is staying in the game and updating ourselves along the way. So tell me in the comments, what do you think about the future of Amazon KDP? Is Amazon KDP still worth it in 2026? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it and hit the subscribe button. See you in the next one.